Most people believe that love is supposed to hold on. Hold on to the person. Hold on to the relationship. Hold on, tighter, when things feel uncertain. But what if that instinct is exactly where most relationships begin to break? Today, many people are exhausted, anxious, and quietly unhappy in relationships they care deeply about. They text too much, they overthink silence, they fear distance. They confuse intensity with intimacy. And they call all of this love. But ancient Eastern wisdom offers a different lens, one that draws a clear line between love and attachment. A line that, once seen, explains why so many relationships feel heavy instead of nourishing. This video is about that line, and about the mistake most of us never realize we are making. In modern life, relationships exist under constant pressure. People are busier than ever. Attention is fragmented. Social media amplifies comparison and insecurity. When emotional needs are not met internally, they are often pushed onto a partner. The relationship becomes the place where anxiety looks for relief. Psychology describes this clearly. Attachment-driven behavior often comes from fear. Fear of abandonment, fear of being alone, fear of not being enough. These fears are not signs of weakness. They are human. But when fear becomes the foundation of love, something subtle changes. Care becomes control. Closeness becomes dependence. Concern becomes constant monitoring. And slowly, the relationship starts to feel like pressure instead of connection. Eastern philosophies have drawn this distinction for thousands of years. In Buddhism, attachment is described as clinging, a mental grasping that arises from craving and fear. It is not limited to objects or success. It includes people, identities, and emotional security. Love, in contrast, is rooted in goodwill and compassion. It wishes for the well-being of the other, not for the satisfaction of the self. Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Zen master known for bringing Buddhist teachings to the West, explained it simply: to love without understanding is not true love. True love contains freedom. This is not poetry. It is psychological precision. Attachment says, I need you to feel safe. Love says, I care for you, even when things change. Attachment often feels like love because it is intense. It thinks constantly. It reacts quickly. It fears deeply. Intensity is easily mistaken for depth. When someone pulls away, attachment panics. When someone is late to reply, attachment fills the silence with stories. When uncertainty appears, attachment tightens its grip. This is not because someone loves too much. It is because their nervous system is seeking reassurance. Modern stress amplifies this. Financial pressure, career instability, social comparison, emotional isolation. When life feels unstable, relationships become emotional anchors. And anchors, when held too tightly, do not allow movement. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Many people are not afraid of losing their partner. They are afraid of facing themselves without the relationship. That fear quietly shapes behavior, and it turns love into attachment without asking permission. This mistake does not usually end relationships quickly. It erodes them slowly. Partners feel watched instead of trusted. Conversations feel tense instead of open. Small issues feel heavier than they should. Over time, resentment builds, not because love disappeared, but because space did. Eastern wisdom teaches that suffering does not come from love itself. It comes from clinging. The Buddha taught that craving is a root cause of suffering. This is not abstract philosophy. It plays out daily in how people relate, argue, and withdraw. When love is mixed with fear, it becomes unstable. When love is paired with understanding, it becomes resilient. Real love does not require control. It requires inner stability. This is why Eastern teachings always begin with the self. Meditation, mindfulness, and self-awareness are not escapes from relationships. They are preparations for them. When someone learns to sit with their own discomfort, they stop demanding constant reassurance from others. When someone understands their own fear, they stop projecting it onto the relationship. This is how love becomes spacious instead of suffocating. This is not about becoming emotionally distant. It is about becoming emotionally grounded. Practices from Eastern philosophy are practical, not mystical. Mindful breathing calms reactive impulses. Observing thoughts reduces overinterpretation. Non-attachment creates room for trust. These practices help people respond instead of react. And that shift changes the entire emotional climate of a relationship. Love then becomes something shared, not something used to stabilize fear. Attachment asks, "Will you stay?" Love asks, "Can I understand you?" One is driven by fear, the other by clarity. The relationship mistake is not caring too much. It is confusing fear for love. When this distinction becomes clear, relationships do not become colder. They become lighter, more honest, more alive. If this perspective resonates with you, take a moment to reflect on your own relationships, not with judgment, but with curiosity. And if you want to explore how ancient wisdom can help navigate modern stress, relationships, and inner peace, consider subscribing. This channel exists to bring clarity where confusion quietly creates suffering.